morning. I thought I'd show you some of the products that I use to set up my cutting bed or to have when I'm doing my cutting bed. So first I start out with Riot, which is a plug that looks like this. And then I put my cutting into it. After about 10 days, it starts to grow a nice root system like this one here. The plugs are housed in this tray here. I like the 50 tray that they come out with, the Root Riot has. The lower tray is a tray that does not have holes in it. I fill this with about 1/4 of an inch of water. What I'd recommend for you to do to find the right tray, some trays are tight and some are nice and loose like this one. This one is a Mondi tray, so that one works great for this, but I think it's best just to find one that fits well. I know some of my trays it's too tight. So just when you're in the hydroponic store and in the store, just make sure the tray fits in the lower tray. So that's a tip. Also, the next thing that I do to take cuttings is I either use a scalpel like this. I like these scalpels that have the sharper tip on them, so you can shop for those pretty much anywhere online, maybe even at your pharmacy. I'm not sure about that. But I like it with the pointed tips. Some of them are kind of rounded tips. These are a little better. The make and model doesn't really matter. It's just the tip that I think is the best.
But they are disposable.
And they are disposable. And each one of these is, I write the name of the variety that I'm cutting off of. I don't dip them in bleach or a 10% bleach solution or 5% bleach solution I tend to just use one per plant. I'm just doing that so I don't spread disease. So the other thing that I like to do is once I have the plants potted, the cuttings taken for the first time, I fill the tray with about 1/4 of an inch of water, and then I will spritz it down with this spritzer. I really like the spritzer. It can take a lot of water. It's a Mondi again. I just pump it like this, and then it just sprays out. It gives these guys a little spray. I might even do this once or twice a day just to keep the cuttings really nice and hydrated and very happy. Also, the dome goes over the top of this, the plastic dome, and then I also have heat underneath. So just kind of reviewing a few things, and also I have my grow lights above that. So that's what I have. For tags, really, you can use anything from old Venetian blinds to, you can buy these tags. I like to write with pencil on them and attach them to my cuttings like this right behind it, so I know what cutting I have taken. These range in price. You can get them in different colors, so those you can really find at any nursery or hydroponic store. Those are easy to find. The next thing I do is once it's got a lot of root system on it, this one's kind of younger, I would say, than this one here. What I will do is roll it in mycorrhizal, and this is a root inoculant that will extend the root system out so that it can get more nutrients to the plant. And so what I usually do is I just take my cube and just roll it like this, and I just do that once right before I plant it into these. These are called Durapot 250s. They're kind of a lightweight pot, and you can find them online as well, or you can find those sometimes at nurseries or at the hydroponics store. So once I am ready to plant this, I have a high quality potting soil in here. I'll just drop this in, close it up, and water it in. And what I like to water it in with is I like using a small, this is a Haws, probably two cup, it has about 2 cups in it, and I just would then water it in with this. I like it because it just gives out a little bit of water, not a whole lot. It doesn't wash hard like some of my bigger watering pots. So those are what happens next. And then if at some point these get root bound or getting a lot of roots in them, I will pot them up into something bigger. You can use anything for that. If you use used pots, I recommend washing them really well and then soaking them in a 10% or 5% bleach solution for about 5 minutes just to make sure you get any bacteria or anything off of them before you pot up into them. Or if you're using new ones, you don't need to wash them. So, so that's pretty much it. Sometimes if they get into these bigger pots and they're looking kind of not so green, this one's looking great. I would not fertilize this one, but sometimes I will add a watered down solution of AgroThrive for that. So that's pretty much it for my cutting bed. Hope you guys have a good day.